Hello all and welcome back to the Walrus Plays some Peglin. Today I'm going to try and get my way through the lovely Balladin. You're trying to get the All for One achievement. Now there is a particular orb that I want to grab. I need to find it. It is the Highway Orbbery. Because the Highway Orbbery can be upgraded any number of times. And it was mentioned by a commenter previously that this would be a really good way of smashing through the run. This does, of course, involve me finding one. And that's the tricky bit. Now, there's a shop down here that I might be able to find one in if I don't get one offered to me after a round. So we're going to try and smash through here. Get that. That worked. Lovely stuff. And the sphere, I mean, it's not really going to do a huge amount here, but it's another one that I want to upgrade, the sphere, because the sphere is pretty damn useful. And I do want to be able to pierce through more enemies, as there are quite a few of them in my way right now. So we're going to try and aim to get above... damn. I want to have more than 50 shinies in my inventory, because I think that would be a sensible place to be. Ooh, hit the bomb. There we go. So that's going to get rid of the plant. And this will kill off everything else on screen. There we go. That worked. Lovely. So, moving on we go. There is exactly what we needed. The Highway Orbbery. Lovely. We didn't have enough to upgrade it immediately, which is a bit of a shame. So what I'm going to try and do is get a little bit more money. There we go. Out. And we're going to aim down this way. So we need to spend all of our monies on upgrading it as much as physically possible. I don't want to remove an orb. I will ignore you, little slime, because then I can gain a potential of up to 9 pennies. 9 shinies. Actually, in fact, what I got was no shinies because I whiffed it an absolute treat. Well, that sucked. I'm going to check behind the waterfall, and I'm going to fight the strong monster, which actually works out even better for me. Because with this, I can get more money, and hopefully we'll get enough to upgrade the Highway Orbbery twice, maybe even 3 times. I don't think we'll get 3 times, but we'll get at least twice from this, I think. And we've detonated a bomb, so that has allowed us to kill off one of the red slimes. We really don't want to hit that bomb a second time, because we don't want to hit it until the mini boss appears, I think. So the Highway Orbbery it's an okay orb. It doesn't strike me as, like, initially it's like, okay, it's got some basic stats, but the fact that you can upgrade it any number of times is really what makes it. And that really gives us the icing on the cake for orbs generally. So what we're going to try and do is ping a few shots here. That was not a good shot. I do still also want to upgrade the sphere, because with that, I can at least pierce through enemies. Unfortunately, I did whiff that one slightly, because I did actually want to hit one of the bombs again. Didn't work out in my favour, but it's going to kill this target off, so that's kind of important, I guess. So, let's try and launch the sphere through. We've got 94 health to chunk through, so that's not enough, unfortunately. That's fine, just not enough. And can we hit... So we've ignited a bomb, we've detonated a bomb, so that is going to kill this one. And we have the Highway Orbbery up next. So let's utilise that. And that was a very poor shot on my part. I might need to take a hit straight away after this. It's not a terrible, terrible thing. That's not really what I want to do, however, as I'm sure you can imagine. Especially if I take a bunch of damage like that. Come on. Aim. I whiffed that a treat, didn't I? It would be good if I could actually aim properly, wouldn't it? So I need to do 103 damage. That's not 103 damage. Ow, this thing hurts. I'm definitely going to have to take a heal. And that's not really what I want to do, but I'm going to have to. I've got no choice in this matter, especially if I keep whiffing. Goodness gracious. Right. There we bloody go. So we're going to take an upgrade on that. We're going to take a second upgrade, and then we're going to take a heal. I'm going to skip that and not touch any of the relics, because I don't want a relic. Well, that's a lie. I want relics, I just can't have relics. Moving on we go. Now, if I after every... I'm going to remove a single pebble. That's fine. And then we're going to aim down this way. What I'm thinking is that after each encounter, if I can upgrade the Highway Orbbery at least once, we will get to the stage where we can just hopefully slap our way through most enemies without a problem. The big advantage is that it gives you, well, based on the Balladin's main ability, the Balladroit, it gives you Bulwark equal to the number of orbs in your deck, or 2 times your highest base damage of an orb. And of course, because we can upgrade constantly the Highway Orbbery, it becomes quite ridiculous. And that's really what we're aiming for here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kill that. And we've got ourselves 36 damage. That wasn't much. But I do also want to try and save up enough money so that I can upgrade the sphere as well. Because I can't have a single orb that is all my eggs in one basket. I mean, that's a lie. I could have an all my eggs in one basket orb, but I don't know how effective it would actually be. But we have lost, I say lost, we've got rid of one of the basic pebbles. I guess we could try and remove the other ones as well. I don't know how well that would work though. So we're going to hit that. We've got ourselves another couple of shinies. And righty, we need to hit that refresh more than anything. That's annoying. So let's see if we can hit that one. No, we can't. We can absolutely whiff that a treat. So thankfully the armor protected us here. So can we... There we go. Now we've hit it. That's more than 35 damage. That's dead. Go away. And we've got a sphere coming out. And we need to do 80 damage with this shot. I don't think that's gonna happen. That wasn't very good. Let's aim for the crit. So we have 48. That's still not enough. And we have 1 shot remaining. 16 damage to go. If we can hit 4. There we go. Just managed it. So I'm going to take another upgrade on the Highway Orbbery. And I am going to take another heal. Because again, I don't really want to die. Shockingly enough. Okay. I should probably check ahead and see what we got else. Yeah, we're probably going to go this way and fight that boss and go to the shops. Well, I'm going to lose another pebble. So we've actually lost 2 of our worst pebbles. Our worst orbs. Which is interesting. Because it means that we will... Oh, this could work. There we go. Now we've got 2 of those. Shame I wasn't able to upgrade it a bit more. But we're going to throw some upgrades into at least one of them. And just overpower what we can. So we're going to skip that. And let's see if we can go down here. Yep, so we're fighting the mini-boss now. That's what we wanted. Here we go. And, yeah, we've got a distinct lack of orbs, but that's fine. There we go. Look at that. 160. And that wasn't even a crit. Can it be a crit? No, it can't. But we did do a huge chunk of health there. So we're going to try and hit the refresh. There. That worked. And thankfully... the refresh is there now. So let's see if we can get a crit in the horns. Yes, we did. So we're going to ditch that one. Launch that out. We've hit the crit. Yeah, you're dead. You're just dead. Go away. Beautiful. So 57 shinies is good. What we're going to do is we're going to upgrade one of these. And I'm just going to ignore it. And I'm going to skip that because I don't want a relic because I can't use them. Let's hit a couple of more pennies, shall we? Lovely stuff. Ping, ping, ping. And off we go. I mean, it's working. It's certainly working. That's the important bit, is it's working. Now, we've got another opportunity for the level 5 Highway Orbbery to shine. Smashing a bat in the face. Bonk. That wasn't a huge amount of damage, though, was it? Let's see if we can ping a few shots this way. Now, yes, I've only got a level 4 and a level 5 one. So currently, they may not inherently be quite as dangerous as each other. And I wouldn't say they're low level, but with a few more upgrades, we may be able to force one of them to be upgraded even further. And that's really what I'm after, is just upgrading another one even further, like one of them to be absurd. Now, my thought process is, if we also get the other mirror event, which is the yellow mirror, where we can choose to duplicate all orbs or a random orb, if I've got a couple of really nasty Highway Orbberies, I'm going to double everything and pass it to the next guy. No, I'm going to double all of my rather nasty orbs and do a lot of damage. Okay, it's got 16 damage that we did to it, 49 remaining, and look at that. Stupid damage, ahoy! Yes, I love it when a plan comes together. So, now that's the level 5 one, so we're going to chuck an upgrade on that one, and oh no, we've done it again. Oh dear, whatever happened there? We're going to try and take a few more hits here. Ooh, that's not quite what I wanted to do, but the thing is I can take some hits from the fire because I've got the armor to do it. So, I did get a little bit extra money. That's really what I was after there. Now, here comes again the other Highway Orbbery goodness. So that's going to not kill off one of the plants, but at least it did a chunk of damage to it. We've got enough to upgrade one. Hopefully we can get enough to upgrade one and heal. That's maybe not the most important, but again, I do need to add a bit more health. Actually, let's see how far away. So it's actually, yeah, because we are going into a mini boss in a moment, and then it's the boss, which is the mole. Okay, so we've got 38. So, ooh, that was a bad shot. Thankfully, though, the armor is going to keep me protected, and that's an important component here. We need to do 34 damage. Are we going to do... Yes, we're going to do more than 34. You're dead. Bang. Yes, victory. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another upgrade, and we'll take another heal. Lovely stuff. So we're going to try and ping a few... Oh, that really whiffed that one. I was hoping I'd hit at least one extra penny. One extra shiny to the total, but no. Can't have that. That's fine, no. I'll live. Moving on. So we got our mini-boss, and this one is the level 4 Highway Orbbery, so it's not as damaging. That one's going to be devastating. I want to clone of that one again. Okay, but look at that. That was a beautiful hit. Again, though, I need to try and get a little bit more money on the go, because once again, I'd like to upgrade. And the thing is, we're now starting with 20 armor, because it is double the base damage here. So that one's going to go up to 21 after this fight. And again, that's going to really start hitting hard. Well, I say start. It's already hitting quite hard. The big bonus will be the fact that I will be able to get even more armor off the onset. And that's really the biggest component here, because it is not impossible to gain armor, but because I could certainly pick up a couple of orbs that are armor related. But it is entirely down to RNG as to what I get offered. Okay, so I'm going to get shot again. So this is probably, yeah, that's more than enough damage to kill and smack. So we're going to take another upgrade, because of course we are. And what are we going to do? I think it's going to be that one. And we're going to skip the relic, because we can't take it. And get a little bit more money. Ow. And dropping through. Here we go. Next fight. It's the boss. And it's the mole. Now, hopefully, let's just see which order the Highway Orbberies are in. 9 and the level 4. Yeah, so I can't remember how many turns. I think it's turn 4. Or is it turn 3 that it moves through? Ah, it's turn 3. Excellent. Unfortunately, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma, because my shot, damn, whiffed slightly, because I'd taken out enough of these things. I needed to hit one of the refreshes. Either way, that's fine. We'll just hit the basic one here, and oh dear, that's not enough damage. That's a little tricky. Let's see if we can hit one of the bombs then. Nope. There we go. Well, at least we've hit the refresh now. That's the important bit. So I think after this shot, the mole will jump through, and then again, I'm going to ditch the level 4 one, yes, in favour of the level 9 one. Because, oh, come on, Walrus, what are you doing to yourself? Whiffed that a treat. Well, let's, I mean, we're going to get a full heal after this anyway, because of the way that this mechanic works. That's kind of the important bit here. Doesn't make it much easier, however, when we spanner it up an absolute treat like that. Of course, the level 9 one's next. Ugh, that's frustrating. Okay, I need to hit a refresh. Can I hit something that's useful to me? Apparently not. Okay. Okay, I've got one bomb going off. That'll at least get rid of one of the damn plants. Can I hit the second? Nope, I can't even hit a refresh either. Great. So I'm going to aim for the refresh with this shot. There we go. I've triggered the second bomb, which will kill off that one. Kebab. Not enough to kill it, but here it comes. Now it dies, because the Highway Orbbery level 9 will slap it in the face. Lovely. That worked. Moving on. So we're going to take an upgrade on the level 9, and we're going to take another upgrade, and we're going to move on, and we're going to skip the relic for an extra 50. We're going to skip the radio-related shenanigans. Now, that could have gone better, but we didn't die off, which is kind of the important thing. And yes, we did take a big chunk of damage, but we're not in too bad shape because, of course, we've got a full heal at the end of the boss fight, because that's the way this works. Now, let's have a quick look at the map. We want to head to the right by the looks of things, because the question marks are, well, possibly going to give us some of the fun events. Just got to remember, if we get offered the fun relic, we cannot take it. Which is a bit of a pain, because I'd love to have it, but of course, again, we can't. Hit the refresh, I think. There we go. We've got one bomb going off. Is that enough to break the shield? I don't think it will be. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it's just shy. That's annoying. Okay, so we need to hit a couple more bombs. We've lit one. Can we hit a second? No. Goodness gracious. Thank goodness for the extra armor that we're starting with. Again, it's quite a big benefit to myself here. As we can see, okay, we have 2 bombs triggered. 3 bombs triggered. Okay, everyone's dead. Boom. Oh, that I will have, and I'll upgrade it straight away. And then we're going to upgrade that one again. Cool. Now, with the rest orb, we can heal, and most importantly, we can actually generate extra HP. So, of course, I do want to at least shoot it out each round, but can't guarantee it. So this one's going to be an absolute killer hit, hopefully. And hopefully also generate a silly amount of money. So this is going to instantly break one of them. One of these mirrors, unfortunately, we don't get the opportunity to pass through damage, but we've got Highway Orbbery number 2 coming out now. Ooh, that's not a great shot. That hurt. Okay, so we're going to rest orb and heal up. And again, increase our max HP by 2. Let's see, can we hit the refresh? No. That wasn't very good. So we can hit the refresh there, however. This one is... I do need to upgrade some of my other orbs. I think that's really what this boils down to, is I need to upgrade a couple of other orbs. Sphere probably needs an upgrade quite urgently. So I think that one will be the first upgrade in but a moment. Now I need to do about 300 damage with this shot, and that's not quite enough. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, because of course it does increasingly reflect damage here. And is that enough? Yeah, that's more than enough to kill it. There we go. Time to die. So we're going to upgrade. I'm going to take an upgrade on the sphere, take a heal. It's not the most... I wouldn't say the most sensible, but it's not the most exactly... Try that again in English. Sorry. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but thankfully we've got ourselves a free upgrade, so we're now going to have a level 13 Highway Orbbery now. And we're going to go and fight this one. Yes, we took some damage, but we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. So, moving on. Time for the sphere level 2 now, so this one will at least pierce through 2 targets, which is good. We need to trigger some bombs, because bombs are powerful. And we've got 1 bomb going off, and that's all we wrote. Great. Let's see. Let's see if we can destroy you. So this is the level 4 Highway Orbbery. We do really want to trigger another bomb, because if we can trigger another bomb... Nope. Whiffed it, an absolute treat. Right. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? Launching it out again. So this one will do 15 damage per each individual peg that we hit. Up to 29 if we hit a crit. So that one's dead. Next guy along. So see if we can aim for that refresh and that bomb over there, shall we? So we've got ourselves a little heal and an increase in HP. Got a bomb going off, and that's... I don't know if we've done enough. Yeah, just. Unfortunately, it's now they get to move up, get their free turn, and sphere time, which I think I whiffed that shot slightly. Can we hit the crit? Yes. So this actually works out nicely. So that means we can punch through. Still got this guy at the back, though, that we need to get rid of. So I'm going to try and hit one of the bombs if I can. Hit the bomb? No, apparently not. We're not hitting many bombs. What we're doing is we're whiffing it, truly. So that hit, and that's only the level 4 one, thankfully. So what we're going to do is launch this one out. Hopefully we can do 70 damage. Can we trigger a bomb? No. No, we cannot. Damn. So we desperately need to hit a bomb, but I've ruined the opportunity there by spooning it up a treat. Now we're going to get hit in the face by the boss, and that's not great. However, this is the level 13 one, so maybe this will work. Can we do 600 damage with this shot? I doubt it, but we can certainly do a chunk like that. Oof. That hurt. Sphere. Now, can we get up to 120? The fabled... No! Damn, we can't. Looks like I'm going to have to take a heal after this immediately, because otherwise we're dead. Not dead, we're just going to take a lot of damage overall. And that's not beneficial. Okay, so... Can we hit enough? Yeah, okay, so... Again, it could have gone worse. Could have gone a hell of a lot better, but it could have gone worse. So, I'll live. Okay. So again, we're going to take a heal, and we're going to upgrade the Highway Orbbery, and yeah, that's about it. We're going to skip before I accidentally take something. I'm going to take a couple of pennies for the extra shinies. Moving on. Okay. Okay, I've got an Oreb level. A chest. Oh, no, I'm going to skip it because I don't want chests. So let's see what we can do as we ricochet through all of these extra bits of money. I'm going to have to spend some of that money on a heal, I think, as soon as the option arises. Ah. I'm going to run away. Because yes, I could get rid of the Oreb, and I could get rid of the Pebble, but I actually kind of want the Oreb. Ah, drat, I didn't want to fall down this way. Oh well, we're going down this way then. Yeah, because I want to upgrade the Oreb twice. And we're going to skip this relic. And I think we're going to have to head down to the left. Because that makes the most sense. Because I want to fight something and heal. So what do we got here? We're going to leave. And we're going to find out whatever the hell's here. And this is... If I can get that Ekorb and upgrade it, that would be really, really good. Yes, we did get it. Now, so we definitely need a heal after this fight, whatever the hell it may be. Right, so the Ekorb is a mistake. I didn't actually mean to fire that. I wanted to actually discard that orb, but I flubbed it royally. That's not helpful. However, we're going to take a heal, and can we break any of the shields? I don't think we can. Now, these shields take, yeah, half damage from all of those, so I need to hit the bomb. If I've got any real hope of actually breaking through, or destroy one of the shields with the just general impacts. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Nope, I whiffed that a treat. So this guy here... I'm going to try and do 200 damage with this shot. Can I manage 200 damage? Yes, yes, I can. You're dead. Get out. Go away. You're dead. So it's a start. I'll take that. Right. So the Oreb is up next. I think I want to hit one of the crits if I can. How effective this will be, I don't know. So let's see if we can ricochet and actually hit both a crit and a... No, what we can do is not do what I wanted to do. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right. Let's try again and see if we can do some more damage. Nope. Well, we did break a shield. I'll take that. And let's see if we can build up enough damage. We're not going to do 152 to this guy, but we are going to at least chunk a bit of damage off of it. That's the important bit here. Okay, well, that hurt. Hopefully we don't take too much more damage here. Highway Orbbery, number 1. This is the weaker of the two. We need to do 96 damage. There we go, done 96. You, on the other hand, need to take more than 96 damage. You still have a shield. Can I break the shield? No. No, I cannot. Can we do slightly better with this shot? I think we might be able to break the shield. And the thing is, the Ekorb is up next from this one. And it does 60% of damage of that one. And it does it to all enemies. So it's currently going to do 50 damage to everybody. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and hit this crit. So now all damage, all pegs hit are also damage, which is very important. And this is going to do 80 damage to everybody. So it's 81. It's all right. It's all right. It's not amazing, though. So that's the difficult part here. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to get sketchy. Can we do enough again? So we've now killed everybody on screen. Again, we're taking a heal because that's really what we need to do. I'm going to upgrade the Ekorb. Here comes the boss. So now, this boss has killed me off a couple of times so far in the... Can we stop hitting the things, please? Thank you. I don't want to hit the fire. Fire is bad. Yes, now this boss has taken me out a couple of times, and that's not great. So, let's see if we can hit a crit and do some absolutely stupendous amount of damage. So that's 600 damage. So that's a good start. Actually, it's more than 600. 713. So this is going to duplicate that impact. Rinse and repeat. Lovely. That definitely works. So we're going to hit the crit and see if we can hit a little bit more there. Not as much as I was hoping. We're going to try and utilize a heal now, which is very important. Because I like heals. And I like not dying, thanks. So we're going to increase our max HP ever so slightly with that. Although we did take a bit of damage. We've still got the armor, but the poison damage will go regardless of armor. So trade-offs are there. Going to try and do a bit more on this guy. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped again. So here we go once more. Oreb. I'm going to ditch the Oreb and I'm going to use the Pebble level 1. And hopefully we can get something a little bit better immediately. Okay, here comes the next turn. So we've got... It is the level 4 one. So it's not as good, but it's still better than nothing. Okay, so we're going to do at least 120 damage. That's fine. What we're now going to do is we're going to discard the sphere. And we're going to use the Ekorb to detonate a bomb. We're going to do 120 to everybody, so just get rid of the paintings. Whoomp. Get rid of that. Now we've still got 1,555 health to chop through. Not impossible, but it's still certainly an amount, is one way of putting it. And if we didn't hit a crit, which we definitely didn't, it isn't perfect. The best way of putting it, I think. I'm going to try and aim for that refresh, which I flubbed up royally. I think I'm going to aim the Oreb at it. And if I can hit it, then I'll be in just a better place for the beginning wave as we start up. Okay, so we've got a little bit of poison damage coming in. So 2 bits of poison. It's okay. It's okay. I'll live. It's not helpful, but I say I'll live. I can't guarantee that I will. Come on. Which level are you? It's the level 14 one, so let's discard this. Now, we need a crit. We definitely need a crit. Oh my goodness, what was that shot? That was atrocious, Walrus. What are you doing? Nutbags. So I ruined my opportunities there. So we're going to do 160 again. We're going to clear the board. Like that. Okay, so I kind of want to hit a refresh if I can. I want to hit as few bits of poison, but I've just apparently decided that poison is everything right now, which is not helpful. Okay, there's a crit there. Let's see if we can hit that with the level 4 Highway Orbbery. No, apparently not. Okay, so it's got 516 health. We're still in the game. Still a dangerous place to be. So we're going to ditch that one. We're going to chop out with the old level 4 again. And unfortunately, that's not a good shot. But we can at least Orb, and that will, if we can hit a crit, we can increase our damage. It's going to be another 120 damage to everybody. A little bit more than that, but that's fine. Now, here comes the big boy. So with this, we are now hitting a crit, which is excellent. Now, victory is mine. You're dead, Painter. Now, I was genuinely concerned about this fight, so that is a relief that we managed it. Whew. Right. There was much cloth touching there. I'm going to upgrade the Oreb, and I'm going to upgrade that. Now, I'm going to get rid of the Oreb as soon as we enter into the next area. The first shop, I'm going to get rid of it, because the massive increase in money will hopefully being the operative word, give me even more capability of throwing upgrades. Now, what boss are we even fighting in this area? It's the Sapper. Okay. Air Corp's not very useful right away, so let's just Highway Orbbery level 15, and not quite enough to kill, but it's certainly a thing. Hit the refresh. I wouldn't mind getting rid of a couple of the other orbs, in fairness. I should probably have got rid of both of those, but it's fine. Okay, so we're going to heal and increase our max HP. The armor will protect us against the couple of hits it's going to do, and this thing's actually quite... No, I was going to say it's decently hard hitting. It's not like an amazing shot, but at least it'll actually do something. Do I upgrade the other Highway Orbbery? Maybe? Okay, so this is going to do 99 damage, at least. Can we hit a crit? No. That's a shame. That would have been nice to do that, but okay. And now for the level 15 Highway Orbbery, we just need to do... Yeah, that's dead. Go away. Time to die. And we've got some upgrade opportunity. Oh yes, goody goody gumdrops. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an upgrade, and we're going to throw an upgrade on that one, and we're going to upgrade the sphere, and we're going to continue on our little merry way. Boink. Spadoink. Ping. So, let's find out where the first shop... I don't know why I hit the menu button. I wanted to hit the map. Where is the first shop? So the first shop is here. So we actually want to hug the right. So we'll go right, left, right, right, by the looks of things. So let's dump the Oreb out and use the Highway Orbbery. Now that it does a whopping 35 damage per hit. So that's a beautiful hit there. It's a shame that the... the Ecorb wasn't immediately after, because then that would have been great. But that's still going to do 132 there. 144 actually, apparently, because I can't read. And this is going to do another 144 to all enemies. However, the big slime does have a lot of health. So we're going to try and do a little bit more sphere piercing. And can we do up to 112? Can we hit the crit? No. That's a disappointment. Let's hit the refresh rest orb. So that gives us a heal and an increase of max HP again. Doing 100 damage. 100 damage isn't amazing, but it's at least something. Oreb, you're level 3, so let's launch you out and see if you can do me some favours. Shame there's no bombs, but that's okay. So we're going to discard this one. We're going to use the sphere, I think. So let's see if we can trigger that. So we've got 28 damage to do. There we go. That's going to obliterate the mushroom, and that's the important bit now. Okay, level 4. I'm going to discard that, and I'm going to use the level 16 one. I nearly said level 5 one. No. The level ridiculous one. And can we hit a crit? Yes! Bonk! It definitely works. I love it when a trick like that happens. You know what? Let's just do it again. Oh no, it's a really powerful one. Now, I wanted to go right, I think. So let's hit a bit of money. And apparently we're going to the left now. Oh no, we're actually falling in the fire. Boink. And now we've gone to the right. And we picked up a little bit of extra cash. That's really what I was after, is just a little bit of extra money. Okay, I'm going to grab the nearest orb. The mirror orb. God, it'd be really fun if it just likes to add the terrifyingly powerful orb. Because it'll duplicate any of the random orbs in my deck. And as I remove them... Oh, it's duplicated 18. 4. Ah, boo. It duplicated the level 4 one. Of course it bloody did. Wouldn't duplicate the big scary one. No, can't do that. Now, admittedly, that doesn't really matter in this one, because this guy has a maximum amount of damage it can take of 3 now. I think it goes 3, then 5. It does increase each one, but, you know, we're doing some damage. That's all that matters here. Okay, that hurt. Not much, but it hurt. And we're just going to keep hitting all the pegs. And unfortunately, I was going to say, the refreshes are awkwardly placed there, so that's okay. So now it can take 7 damage. But again, we're chipping away, doing a single pip of damage for every thing that we hit. And again, I think I'd like to try and hit some of these. So, well, that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, did it? Okay, so now that hurt. So we're going to do 16 damage. Okay, now you doodles. Right, so again, oh no, we've done an upgrade. What a terrible shame. And we need to go. We actually do need to head to the treasure chest. That's going to be awkward. Can we manage it? Maybe? Ow. Well, we've definitely got some extra money. No, stop doing that, Walrus. Let's try if we do it this way. Can we... I really need to go down here, please. Can we... No, stop it. Damn. So we're not getting a shop then. Alright, we'll fight a basic forest boss. This will be fun. Again, it's just for the money. And we did whiff on trying to get a shop. Because what I really want to do is get rid of the Oreb. But it does look like there's only 2 shops. And if I get rid of the Oreb where I wanted to get rid of it, then I'd have some upgrade opportunities. But here, I've got 1. So, it's there. It's just not great, really. At least this is going to do a stonking amount of damage. And we've got 2 of the Echorbs. So you are so dead. Oh no! Die. I'm going to upgrade that. And I'm going to upgrade it again. And then we're going to move on. And I'm going to skip touching any relics because I don't want to accidentally take one. And we're going to... Ow. I mean, I've got the money to actually just... Sorry, not the money. I've got the health armor to take a few hits. That's fine. Moving through. It looks like we're going to head far to the right. We're going to run away from that. We're going to continue. And then we're going to try and aim to keep going far to the right. Probably I'm going to take a heal. No, we're not going the way we wanted to, but at least we may be able to get a couple of upgrades in. Righty. Now, the trouble I've got now is that I can Echo if I discard the heal. And I kind of want to make sure I get the heal. So, we're going to utilize our very potent Rest Orb. I say very potent. It's going to do something for me. And we do at least have an Echo immediately after. And that's good, because it now means I'll do 152, which will kill this one off to everybody. So we're going to hit the crit, and any hits on the way is good. Okay, 28. Not spectacular, but we need to do 120 now, so can we do that? We've hit the crit, that's not enough. But again, we've got another Echorbs, so we're going to do 88 to everybody. And I'm going to hit the crit just because I might as well ping a little bit of extra damage in everyone. Okay, bang. And we've just got to do 19 to that one to kill it off. This one's only the level 4, but that's fine. That's more than enough. And then the Sphere, which should probably finish off the entire lot. Okay, he's got 19 health. I think we're good. Pow. Victory is mine. Let's take another upgrade. And we'll do it again. Moving on. So, we want to aim down this way, I think. Not quite what I wanted to do, but at least we're still heading this way. We want to head to the left again. So we're going to skip the relic. Head to the left. We need at least 30 to discard the orb. Once we've discarded it, then we can start stacking more money. That's the important bit here. Okay, so that's not quite what I wanted to do. It worked out okay, but it's not quite what I wanted to do. So we've hit a refresh and a single bomb. Now here comes the Echorbs level 3. So we're going to kill off the front one, definitely. And we've got 50 armor right now. So that's like it's a decent place. For 126 damage. Let's see if we can hit that. So we've hit a bomb, we've hit the refresh, and we're going to stack a nice heal. Excellent. Bonk, 57. Now the Sphere doesn't do as much as the Oreb, but it does pierce through. And that works. We're going to hit the refresh with the Oreb and see, hopefully, we can do a decent bit more damage here. So 84 is not great. Can we hit a bomb? At least it's going to be 84 to everybody, so that's something, I guess. I'll take any benefits I can. Okay, the Orb's out again, so we're going to launch that one out. And that one does 80. Come on, Sphere. I need you to do a decent chunk of damage. Okay, so that's going to kill off the one in front. And the Kebab will just obliterate. Well, I say obliterate. At least it'll chop through. Here comes the level 4 Highway Orbbery. I might need to throw a couple of upgrades at the level 4. I mean, yes, okay, the other one is an all your eggs in one basket, but it is working. Okay, this is going to do enough. That's all I can say there. Okay, we're going to take an upgrade, and we're going to move on. Whee! So I need to remember, I need at least 30 shinies at the end of this fight. So I can remove that blasted Orb. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Can I trigger at least one of the bombs? That's the tricky bit. No. But we have done a chunk of damage. Now, the bombs themselves... Oh, this is the big scary one. So the bombs will do a big chunk of damage. And hopefully, plus their explosions... Okay. Smack. It just worked like that. The overflow is devastating. Okay, and we'll get ourselves a heal and increase our max HP, which is useful because then we don't have to spend money on it. Okay, and we also want to try and get 55 shinies right now. So let's see if we can manage that, shall we? That's a bomb going off. And another penny. So we've got 52. Okay, we just need a little bit more money. Just a little bit. Can we manage it? I mean, I think that's it. There we go. So we now have enough to upgrade an orb and then still have 30 at the end. That's the big ticket item here. Oh, look. We duplicated the Highway Orbbery. The big scary one as well. Oh no. Damage. What a shame. Hit the refresh. And you're dead. Just go away. Be gone. You can't really hurt me. Okay, so we're going to upgrade an orb. We're going to take another, not that one, we're going to upgrade that one again because it's silly. And head into the shop. If we can ricochet all over the damn place, apparently. Hey, it works. It works. I'll take it. Moving on. So we're going to remove the Orb. We're going to exit the store with our 161 shinies. And then with the 161, after this fight, we will spank as much into upgrades as possible. Okay, here goes the Highway Orbbery level 4. Now, the other advantage of me getting rid of the Orb is that it's one less thing for the duplicating orb to actually duplicate. So it's a 25 and a 4. So it duplicated the level 4 one, which is a shame, but it is the way the cookie crumbles. We've hit the crit for those. At least it's going to do a chunk of extra damage. It's not pathetic damage, but it's not as good as it could be. I think it might be more beneficial to utilize the Eck Orb. So let's use that. And we've triggered a bomb. Triggered 2 red bombs. That's going to... Oh, that's devastating. Oh. 1 to go. And then we hit the refresh. So that's increased our HP by 2 again. So 166. It's 22 health more than we should do. So I'll take that. A little bit extra damage. Here it goes. Right, time for the upgrades. So we're going to just throw every upgrade we physically can at this one. There we go. We now have a level 29 Highway Orbbery, a level 4 Highway Orbbery, level 3 Rest Orb, a level 3 Eck Orb, level 3 Sphere, and a level 1 Pebble, and then a Who Knows. So that'll duplicate each and every round. So, here goes the boss. Here's our final boss. Now, I haven't managed to get this far for a while, so I'm a little nervous. Oh, this is going to get silly. Oh no, we lost an orb, and now we've got an even better scary orb. What a terrible shame. Okay, so it's duplicated the bloody sphere. Of course it has. That's annoying. Okay, so we've increased up to 124 health. And I think hitting a refresh would be the best plan with the Eck Orb if we can. And in fairness, though, this is going to do an admirable amount of damage. I'm not saying it's going to do anything absolutely outrageous, but we have it quite a few bombs as well. I mean, that's not bad. And there's a refresh as well. So, cluster of bombs, detonate you, and now we've got the Orb. So let's launch this bad boy out, triggering a few bombs. Oh, it's just bouncing around, not really doing much, is it? Okay, come on. Can we do anything else with it? Nah, probably not. Okay, we've hit a refresh, and that's 260 damage. Bonk, smack. It didn't kill off the target, but at least it did something. Let's trigger the refresh. And again, we need to hit a crit if we can. Yes, we did. 154. So it's going to pierce through. Detonating, doing a bit of damage to the sapper. Now, we've got a level 4 Highway Orbbery, so this is not our big, scary one. So I'd love to hit a refresh, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Probably in this sort of area. 144, but unfortunately it is going to spawn a friend, because it does constantly. So we need to do a whopping 500 damage, which we didn't do. Oh dear. Time for a sphere. Well, at least it's going to kill this one off, and it'll pierce through. Bonk. And I'll take that. It did something. That's the important thing. Okay, we've got 33 armor remaining. That guy's getting a little close for comfort. So, how much damage have we done? 108. That is enough to kill off the little balloon one. So that's fine. Right. So's that bomb there. That worked out lovely. And kabang. And 108 damage. Boom. Time for the sphere. Aim at our targets, and we don't know where the other refresh is. We can see one of them, so hopefully we can... Whoops! I whiffed that one a treat. Sphere in the eye. Which one are you? Oh, okay, so this is the level 4 one. That's fine. Let's try. Now, but unfortunately, we have lost our armor now. So we are in a little bit more risk, per se. Again, though, we're going to hit the refresh, and we're doing 36. That's not very much, really, to everybody. Can't believe I whiffed it so hard. But I guess we did. Bonk. Now. Highway Orbbery level 3. No, I say level 3. Level 30. Let's see if we can... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I whiffed that shot. Okay, now you're getting, again, alarmingly close. What level are you? You're the level 30. Do we have duplicated it? No, we've duplicated the level 4 one again. Poo. Okay, so let's trigger the bomb. We need to do more than just one bomb. We need to trigger all the red bombs, because we need to do this big chunk of damage to you. Yes! Yes! And we get to do it again. 768. It's not enough to kill it, though. But with these red bomb explosions, I think we should kill the boss. Boom! Victory is mine. The achievement all for one. Yes! I have completed it. There it is. The all for one has appeared there. Win the run with only your class relic. I feel very champion resistance here. Thank you very much for your suggestion. That really did help. And of course, thank you very much for everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do give us a like, share, and subscribe. And maybe we'll try another achievement on Peglin. There's still a couple I don't yet have.